world's superhero population has been infected with a virus which turned them into unpainted miniatures. Rob the board game miniature painter shall lay waste to that pile of gray shame.
Hey, welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 6 of the warm versus cool speed painting testing that we're doing today on Electro. That's right, we're doing the same kind of priming we've done in the last few minis, and we're moving on to part 6. This is the before last one, so the final one's coming up, and it's a completely different color scheme. There's no green. Of course, I'm doing the peachy flesh and the bony matter as usual. Again, these are great for skin colors and for zombie skin, I find. Anyways, if you have a better recipe, please let me know in the comments down below. Hope you're enjoying this mini-series. I'm trying to think of something else I can do with some of the restovers I have of Marvel Zombies, which is a ton. And yeah, so that's going to be interesting. Alright, our first color is Maze Yellow. And we're going to be putting this on top of both the superhero version and the zombie hero version. What's really cool is, well, actually what's impressive, or no, wait, I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. I thought, bear with me here, I thought that the yellow here was going to maybe have a hint of green because of the fact that it's a light blue underneath. But in fact, it doesn't. And I actually find the blue really pops, the yellow really pops on this version of undercoating. And it looks really, really well. Later on, though, you're going to see something that's going to be yellow, that's going to be a little different. And I find that the blue undertone actually does change how it looks. And using the Maze Yellow on the beige undertone actually is kind of different. It has a little bit more of a darker hue. It looks a little bit more rugged, ragged, or more zombie-like, which is pretty cool. Again, it's just the boots, the gloves, some stripes here and there. And this guy's like headpiece is completely gone. Like, I mean, most of them is just flesh that's showing up. Really cool models again. If you haven't played Marvel Zombies or you haven't gotten your hands on them, Simon really brought it with these models. Like, they look amazing. Grim Black now, I'm doing his cowl. Is that what this would be called? I believe. So the part behind the weird looking electrical leaf and then around his neck. The Grim Black again doesn't do much of a difference on either or. Next one though, however, is the Ghoul Green. So I decided to go with this Ghoul Green. I like this green, by the way. It's not too bright and it's got a little darkness to it. But with the blue undertone, I find it pops a little bit more, but not again a ton of it. Again, I was hoping this social experience here was going to be crazy and I was going to be like, wow, okay, what a difference in between the paints and all that stuff. Yeah, not really, but at least you guys are seeing the Sinister Six, or whatever I consider the Sinister Six, or whatever I had left of the Spider-Verse villains. However, I think there might be a couple more villains or heroes in the Spider-Verse. Well, I know for sure in the Spider-Verse there's heroes, but I don't know about villains, because I know there's Carnage and there might be a couple other ones, but they didn't have like the two versions of the miniature. So I'm keeping all the ones that are single miniatures till the end, and now I'm doing pretty much, except I'd already done some of those, but there's a lot left still. But then I have all the bystanders. I still have actually walkers, runners, and brutes, or whatever they're called now. I still have a lot of those to do. Like, I've done the basis. You saw the videos up here. If you haven't, go take a look. Anyways, so I still actually have to finish those, which I haven't. Okay, remember that yellow I was talking about? This is the one. So the Lens Flare Glow, it's an effects paint, it's supposed to be a glowy paint, and I used this on the Marvel Crisis version of Electro for a friend of mine, and it was just white primer, and boy did it pop. But on this blue, there's a tiny bit of green that pops out, just a little bit, I find, especially when it dries. Anyways, there you have it, folks. Electro painted in barely no time at all. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and this is to be concluded in part 7. So don't forget to stay tuned and go slay the gray.